Hello everybody, my name is Sniper Spawn. I welcome you back to a video that is not Smash related for once. It's been a while since I've done too many non-Smash related videos, and like I told you in my my update video on my channel, more of those are coming, more so next year. Smash Bros is just the bulk of my videos until after it releases, and especially after 2018 ends. But this video I talked about in my channel update I wanted to do because I'm looking forward to this game as well. It's another fighting S game, and you should already know whenever I change the thumbnail, it's the name of the video. And I basically mentioned I wanted to do this as well. And it's going to be a Jump Force wish list for the video. You know what Jump Force is. It's on the PS3, 360. It's about the Weekly Shonen Jump manga character franchises being represented and fighting in the game. It's basically like the next like J-Stars, next like Shonen Jump fighter type of game where you just throw all the Shonen Jump characters into one fighting game. There was like two of them on the DS, and there was J-Stars Victory Versus on the PS3. This is the next one on PS4, Xbox One. And I wanted to talk about it because I'm looking forward to this game super heavily. You should know by now I really like anime, especially a lot of Shonen Jump type shows and mangas and whatnot. And I just want to kind of give my thoughts on my wish list of characters I want to see, because the roster is looking pretty cool so far. It really is, and we're getting like Goku and One Piece, and they're throwing a lot of characters in there as well. But there's characters I feel that are missing. There's characters I feel in franchises and series I feel that they really should represent, because it's like a lot of the characters we're so far seeing. There is some differences in there, like the characters they just released, like what's his name, that Battle City Hero Hunter, whatever city, the guy that uses all the guns and rifles. He's cool and different, and it wasn't in J-Stars. But a lot of the characters they've kind of shown so far have been characters that kind of appeared as assist or playable characters in J-Stars. And I would like to see like it be different and be varied a little bit. And that's kind of what my wish list is here. I have how many? 1, 2, 3. I have 12. This is my wish list of 12 characters I would love to see in Jump Force. Now, this isn't I want to see all 12 of them. These are 12 characters I would like to see as options. Maybe only one of them happen. Maybe only 3 of them happen. Maybe 5 of them happen. But they're all ones I want to see as possibilities for Smash Brothers. I just recorded all those Smash Brothers videos on Jump Force. But it's like characters I want to see. Now, the first character I'd love to see is Soma Yukihara from Food Wars. I'm not fully up to date where it is in the anime, and I haven't read the manga, but the series is so freaking funny, being about food and all these people being so uptight, going to a school about food and making food battles and stuff. And it is kind of actually, the characters are super likable. You super get into their emotions and stuff. You super get into seeing like these characters interact with each other, and it's just there's a lot of lovable characters in the series, and the story is really cool. And it's all centered around food battles and slice of life food fantasy comedy battles, and it's just really cool. And Soma's the main character, and it's just like I don't want to see all these characters in Jump Force just be super powered fighter characters. I would love to see them stand out and have some just characters just to represent franchises. Don't just pick the fighting game characters or the fighting characters that just fight, but also I'm fixing that phone here. But also represent just franchises for the sake of representing franchises. We already have Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! In the game. Like, all he does is take out his duel monsters and fight with like Dark Magician, Black Magician, and whatnot. So it's like if we can go and get Yugi back into this game, we can have characters like Soma come up and whipping up food, just throwing it at people, having them eat it, and then have them have food explosions of weird. If you actually have watched the anime or read the manga, how they have like the clothes explode and all the weird fantasy, weird fetish type crap. All the comedy of people like having orgasms over food, like foodgasm type stuff. It'd be kind of funny having them just cook up food and smack people with like cooking utensils and stuff. That would be hilarious, and I would love to see him in the game. I would love to see that franchise represented. The next two are going to be 2 characters from My Hero Academia. In my opinion, My Hero Academia needs to be represented in this. It really desperately needs to be represented, and given its popularity, I'm sure it's going to. Even if it's not the base roster, I'm assuming they're going to have DLC in this game. This game is going to be too popular for them to not put some characters in it. They didn't really do that with J-Stars. I feel they're going to do it with this, because I think they're more heavily pushing this game than they did J-Stars. But Izuku Midoriya, Deku, and Katsuki Bakugo, I would definitely pick those 2. You can go for the likes of, Toga or All Might or Todoroki and whatnot, but we need the main character and his main rival, and I feel those 2 would be good, because Deku has like his powers and then the explosion powers for Bakugo. They're rivals of each other. If there's a major story in the game, which there is, they kind of counteract with those two. I just want to see My Hero Academia represented because it's such a cool anime manga. It's like representing like what's super big now, and that series is still going, and it's probably one of the most popular mangas in Japan and whatnot. I definitely would like to see it represented. It has to have at least one character in the game, and I definitely say my choices are Bakugo and Deku for that. Speaking of, like, now let's jump into a franchise that already has some characters in there, but I would love to see this character represented in its One Piece. We already know we have the likes of, like, Zoro and, Blackbeard and Luffy and whatnot. I'm picking Sabo. I want to see Sabo represented. In the last game in J-Stars, Ace was one of the characters on the One Piece roster. I would love to see Sabo replace him a little bit, was Ace even announced for this game yet? Because I haven't kept up with the roster. But Sabo kind of has his fire powers now, and he also has his own unique style. So it mixes. It's like a transitional character, like a Guile and Charlie kind of thing, like Guile and Nash. So it's like he has similar abilities, but he's different. Like, if for those of you like Ace, you can have Sabo have like the fire abilities, but Sabo fights like his own self. And I do think he was such a cool character in the anime and the manga. I would love to see them represent Sabo as well. So I'm gonna go with Sabo with that. And a character that I was a huge fan of that was my fourth character. I said there's 12. My fifth character is a character I actually really, surprisingly, I've never watched the anime, I've never read the manga, but I loved playing as her in J-Stars, and that's Medaka Kurokami from Medaka Box. I don't know what it was about her playing style, her fighting style, or something, how she played, but I loved playing as her when I unlocked her in J-Stars, and I would love to see that, see her come back for something like that. Because of her fighting style, I don't even know a single thing about the series, and I just like her because of her fighting style. She has such a cool move set and stuff she does, and her abilities and stuff like that. I would love to see that represented in Smash. I keep thinking of Smash Brothers, Jump Force. Like I said, I just recorded like 6 videos of Smash Brothers right in a row, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. But in Jump Force, I would like to see Medaka in there, Medaka Box represented, and she was a cool character. And it's not even a wish for a franchise I even know, because that's like Food Wars and My Hero Academia and One Piece and whatnot. I don't even know anything about Medaka Box, but I just like her because she was a fun character to play as in J-Stars. Of course, the next character, that's 5 now, I'm on 6, I'm halfway there, is a JoJo character. Dio has to be in this game. Dio has to be in this game. He is such... No, it's me, Dio, and he's all like demonic vampire powers, and it's like he has to be represented. You could put in, Jotaro or any of the other, JoJo main characters, but he is a villain that pretty much transcends the entire series. He has to be there. He's a super popular, super hyped character that's throughout most of the series. You gotta have to have Dio. So I'm already at 6. So let's get on to the final 6 of this list. Talking about another franchise that already has representation in this game, and that's Yu Yu Hakusho. We already have the likes of Toguro and Yusuke, and I think Hiei is also in the game too. But it's always like those choices. I want them to represent a choice that wasn't in J-Stars. We had Toguro, Hiei, and Yusuke in J-Stars. I want to pick Kuwabara. Why is it saddens me. Kuwabara is such a cool character, like the goofy wacko job, like comedic character of the group, but he's also serious when he's serious. He has both traits to him. He's like such a lovable character when it comes to the main group, main heroes, main characters of Yu Yu Hakusho. I would love to see him represented. And he has this little energy sword, and he would just stand out, and he's something different. I want to see characters that weren't included in J-Stars. I want to see franchises that weren't included in J-Stars or the previous DS, Shonen Jump Fighter games. It's like, and it's just Kuwabara stands out because it's always Hiei, it's always Yusuke, it's always Toguro. Yeah, I just pronounced that wrong. Okay, we're good. But you don't really even see Kurama, or Kuwabara or whatnot. I would rather, and I'd pick Kuwabara. Can we have someone that doesn't get represented that much? And I just want to see it because he'd be a fun character to play as. My next choice is a character that was in J-Stars, but probably has some controversy kind of coming with them from now, and that's Himura Kenshin from Rurouni Kenshin. Now, I know how people feel about the creator of Kenshin and all the crap he's done and blah, blah, blah. But at this point, I have to separate the creator from their works because he's not the only one that's worked on it. Other people helped make his manga. Other people made the anime. Rurouni Kenshin is a anime and manga classic, and we have to have Kenshin in this game, despite the controversy of the creator. I'm sorry. I'm sure other people would agree with me, but I'm sure people would disagree with me and say because of the creator we should exclude him. But he is a Shonen Jump, a weekly Shonen Jump icon. He's an anime manga icon. I would love to see him still in this game, despite the controversy from his creator. The next one is a character that I have no... It's just like Medaka Box. I don't know a single thing about this character, but it seems like an interesting concept, and I just want to see, like I said, I want to see unique different things. I want to see them representing smaller Shonen Jump, weekly Shonen Jump franchises and series, not just, oh, there's Bleach, oh, there's Dragon Ball Z, oh, there's One Piece, oh, there's Naruto, and just repeat like the same things over and over again, because it gets to the point of this should represent all of weekly Shonen Jump, and you're representing multiple characters for the same franchises. Please stop. And that's going to be Tsubasa Ozora from Captain Tsubasa. It is a soccer anime, a football manga, and it's about an 11, 12-year-old kid that wants to get into the FIFA and get into like World Series soccer football, and he plays soccer. It's not even a fighting character, and I just want to see him running around kicking soccer balls and footballs into people's faces and do wacky, crazy stuff. I've never read the manga. I've never watched the anime, but he's such an interesting concept. It's like I mentioned with Food Wars, Soma, he'd be doing food stuff. It'd be wacky and crazy, and I want to see more non-superhero, superhuman, going Super Saiyan, super energy blast type characters. And it's like Medaka Box. I never watched the series, but I played the character and I liked it. I don't even think there's a video game about Captain Tsubasa, and I looked at the thing, I'm like, yeah, that character's cool. Put him in. Okay, getting back to, now we have to get on to Yu-Gi-Oh! We already have Yugi Moto in there. Yes, it can't stop with him. Yugi, we need one more character. We have to have Kaiba. We have to have the main rival, or at least the original main rival to Yugi. Now, you might want to go for someone else like Jinoichi, Joey, or Merrick or something. Those two would be cool too. Merrick especially, because he'd be very villainous-esque. He'd be a good villain to represent it. But Kaiba was the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Rival, and I would say represent Seto Kaiba. And give him like Blue Eyes White Dragon and Obelisk the Tormentor and all that other stuff. Now, that was, how many do I have left now? I have 2, that's 10. Okay, I'm going to save the one character for last. I want to do this character because I've watched the anime and I've read some of the manga, and it's a classic character. I never got around to finishing the anime series, and I only read so much of the manga, but it'd be kind of cool because if they can do what they do with Yugi using the dual monsters in fighting, they can do a character like this. And that is a team-up character of Hikaru Shindo and Sai Fujiwara from Hikaru no Go. I remember watching the anime and never got I forgot how far I got into it. I stopped after a while, and this was like almost 10 years ago. No, 8 years ago. It was around, I was starting college. 2009, actually, I think. And it's kind of cool. It's about Go. It's a little board game with pieces. But it would be so cool to see him set pieces on a board and have his spirit friend Sai come in and attack you with spirit go through, and like maybe smash a giant Go piece on an opponent or something. If they can do something with Yugi, they could do something with Hikaru no Go. And I would love to see that represented. And my last one, and this character I want to include because he counts in Weekly Shonen Jump, but technically, from like an American standpoint, I don't know if he was included in Weekly Shonen Jump in Japan, but he was included in the Weekly Shonen Jump in the American version, and that's Saitama from One Punch Man. One Punch Man is such a huge manga, such a huge anime. Their season 2 is coming eventually, and it's become like an anime manga phenomenon, much like My Hero Academia and whatnot, and it's probably one of the most popular mangas probably in Japan. Guy represents Saitama now. It might be a little unfair because he's super powerful and would pound these characters realistically into the ground pretty much, but that's the same thing with Goku. Why would you want to fight? It's Medaka versus Goku. It's some, like the police officer guy from J-Stars versus like Frieza. These characters, it doesn't matter how their powers clash. It's just cool to see these iconic characters fighting each other, new and old. I want to see a balance of new and old. And that's it. That's my wish list. Soma Yukihara from Food Wars. Deku and Bakugo from My Hero Academia, Saitama from One Punch Man, Sabo from One Piece, Madaka from Madaka Box, Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho, Himura Kenshin from Rurouni Kenshin, Tsubasa Ozora from Captain Tsubasa, Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh!, Hikaru Shindo, and Sai Fujiwara from Hikaru no Go. I want to just see a balance. This is supposed to be like a history, like a big anniversary type game for Weekly Shonen Jump. We need to see old school and new school. We need to see the super popular franchises with the less popular franchises. We need to see the more well-known franchises with the lesser-known franchises. I want to see variety in this game. I really, truly do. Because I want to see characters I never would have thought of seeing. Like City Hunter's character. Like, it's so... I finally remember the name. It just popped in my head. I said, like, Battle Wolf City, whatever, earlier in the video. City Hunter. I never watched or read City Hunter, but the character looks freaking awesome, and it's not just character 5,000 from Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. I want to see variety in this game. I'm not saying we shouldn't really see another Dragon Ball Z or so character, maybe as DLC or One Piece or whatever, but you gotta represent the small guys. You gotta represent the Food Wars. You gotta represent the One Punch Mans and the My Hero Academias and the Captain Tsubasa's, Hikaru no Go's, because it balances the roster out with characters we know, but characters we don't know. And I don't know City Hunter, so certain other people won't know certain other franchises, and I just want to see more characters represented. But that's my wish list for Jump Force. Hope you guys liked it. Put in the comments below, like, what characters do you all want to see for Jump Force, and let's look forward to this game. It comes out in what, like 3 months or so? It comes out, I think, in February next year, so I have it pre-ordered on my PS4, and I will be looking forward to it and hope that some of these characters actually get in. See y'all later. My name is Snipes One Piece. Please subscribe if you want to. Have a lovely day.